If you're doing no contact right now and it feels unbearable, I want you to hear this clearly. Nothing is wrong with you. If you wake up thinking about them, if your hand still reaches for your phone, if part of you feels like you're losing your mind, that doesn't mean no contact is failing. It means it's working. No contact is one of the hardest things a human being can do because it goes against how our nervous system is wired. Your system learned connection, hope, relief, comfort, all through one specific person. When you cut contact, your body doesn't experience that as growth, it experiences it as loss, and your body protests. So if you're asking yourself, why does this hurt so much if it's the right thing? The answer is simple, because no contact isn't just about them. It's about breaking an emotional addiction, and withdrawal is never comfortable. Most people think no contact is a punishment. It's not. It's not about being cold. It's not about winning. It's not about teaching them a lesson. No contact is about protecting your nervous system while it recalibrates. When you were in that relationship, your nervous system got used to highs and lows, the text that finally came, the apology that almost landed, the moment of closeness after distance. Those moments release dopamine, relief chemicals, hope. And when the relationship ends, your body still expects the next hit. That's why no contact feels like panic, like emptiness, like something is missing. Because something is missing, the chemical loop. And the only way that loop ever breaks is through absence, not explanations, not closure conversations, not one last message, absence. Here's something that most people don't realize. Every time you check their socials, every time you reread old messages, every time you just see how they're doing, you restart the loop. You don't go back to zero, you go back to day one. That's why no contact has a purpose beyond willpower. Its purpose is to let your nervous system learn a new truth. I can survive without this person. At first, that truth feels terrifying. Later it feels neutral. Eventually it feels empowering. But you have to get through the middle. So let me give you something practical, because comfort alone isn't enough. When no contact is hard, stop framing it as I'm resisting reaching out. Instead, frame it as I'm giving my nervous system time to detox. You're not being dramatic. You're not weak. You're not obsessed. You're healing. Another thing that helps, and this matters, is to give no contact a job. If no contact is just not messaging, your mind will rebel. But if no contact is, I'm doing this so I can think clearly again. I'm doing this so I can feel like myself again. I'm doing this so I can stop negotiating my worth, then it has meaning. Meaning makes pain tolerable. One of the hardest parts of no contact is the fantasy that keeps sneaking in. The fantasy that if you just explained it better, if you just stayed calm, if you just waited a little longer, things might have turned out differently. That fantasy is not hope, it's unfinished business. And no contact is how unfinished business closes, not with answers, with clarity. Here's a hard truth said gently. If someone could show up for you, they already would have. No contact isn't depriving them of you. It's stopping you from depriving yourself. Another thing people struggle with during no contact is guilt. You might think, what if they need me? What if this hurts them? What if I'm being cruel? Listen carefully. Protecting yourself is not cruelty. Stepping back from pain is not abandonment. Choosing peace is not selfishness. No contact doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about yourself to stop bleeding. And here's something comforting that many people don't expect. You don't have to feel strong to do no contact. You just have to feel committed. Strength comes later. Some days no contact will feel easy, other days it'll feel impossible. On the impossible days, don't think long term. Don't say, I can never talk to them again. Just say, I'm not reaching out today. Healing happens in days, not declarations. Another helpful shift is this. Stop asking, when will this stop hurting? and start asking, what is this teaching me about myself? Often, no contact teaches you where you overgave, where you waited too long, where you abandoned yourself to keep someone else close. Those insights are painful, but they're also the reason this doesn't happen again. One more thing, and this is important. No contact is not about erasing love. It's about removing access. Love doesn't require access. Healing does. If you ever doubt whether no contact is worth it, ask yourself this. Was staying in contact actually helping me heal or just helping me cope? Coping keeps you alive. Healing changes your life. And finally, let me say this directly to you. If you're in no contact and it feels lonely, raw, and unfair, you're not doing it wrong. You're doing the bravest thing there is. You're choosing long-term peace over short-term relief. And one day, quietly, without fireworks, you'll realize you went hours, then days, without thinking about them. Not because you forced it, but because your system finally felt safe again. If you want support through this, real support, not cliches, you don't have to do it alone. If you'd like a one-on-one session with me, you can book through my website. And if talking feels easier right now, you can use Popcall in my bio to chat with me. Even a quick voice or video call. You're not weak for needing support. You're human, and you're doing something incredibly hard and incredibly right.